I'm Amy, I'm living in Chrysalis, and once again I'm losing my religion. I'm diving back into my palette from Rouge Labs. Let's get to it. Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, I'm getting ready for my day, and I thought, why not play around with this, since for once I'm not in a huge rush. But I do have to go to work, so I have to at least pretend to be a person. So I'm going back into this guy. One thing I forgot to note in my first impression video on this is that this seems to be a very small maker. They sell on Etsy, and what I don't see on the palette or the sleeve is country of origin. So I do intend to reach out to them and ask about it, just to make sure, maybe mention that for future releases they should label that. But I was happy with the first time I used the palette. I didn't have any negative reactions or anything, nor did I have any issues with my swatching. If you haven't already, you know what you should be doing. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Help me blow up here, folks. I'm trying really hard to get my community tab, and to get that, I'm going to need 1,000 of you folks to stick around. And I'm really looking forward to the community tab because I want to do updates, I want to do polls. I also really want to be able to stream from my phone because my phone sucks. And so many times I wind up having to delete apps just to be able to upload a video. I don't want to mess around with a streaming app, but I really want to start going live. So if y'all could help me out with that, you know what to do. With no further ado, I'm going to go ahead and hop into the palette as if. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and use As If, which is a mustard yellow. And I'm actually going to use that as a base shade because I'm feeling slightly eccentric and I'm not in the public schools today. I'm only going to be doing the after school program. I had the weirdest day yesterday. So I went to substitute for a TA who works in the like severely disabled special ed room. So I go in and I'm okay at first, but then after a while I just started feeling incredibly spacey. I figured my blood sugar was crashing. Somebody gave me a sucker, which would usually help bring me out of it. It's pretty bad when the substitute has to leave for the day, but fortunately it was a situation where I could leave and they would still be all right. It was just better to have me as an extra person in there, but that just was not working yesterday. So I came home and I just slept and slept and slept and slept, and I woke up today and I'm still just exhausted. I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it. I go into dull parts, which is a dark sort of taupey brown, just to give it a little bit of dimension here. I'm going to try not to go too dark here, though that's usually my first instinct is to do that. And I'm trying to experiment more with lighter looks, but I tend to be a bit heavy-handed on the outer edges. Okay, there, that's not so dark, although it's still the darker on the one side than the other. So now I gotta hit this side a bit more. Well, hopefully when I blend it out, it'll all work. I don't want... See, I'm starting to go a little ham there again. Okay. Let me just go back over this with this brush that still has As If on it. Okay, all right. Let me take a look in the palette mirror. Sometimes it's a little hard for me to tell in my phone. I'm going to go into Cherub Rock, which we've already seen, but rather than use it as a lid shade this time, I'm going to use it on the arch. I think it may be light enough to pull off. And if not, oh well. Of course, once again, because I have so little space with my eyes just open like a normal person's, I have so little space between my eyebrow and my eyelid. I use this this eyeliner slash brow brush rather than a more standard arch brush. Just to, is that a little too stripey there? All right, let me hit that a little harder. I don't want a gold stripe there. I'm trying for a slightly different effect here. Okay, is that still a little stripey? Maybe a little bit. Okay. Well, we'll see how it all turns out. Go into Wyland. I'm quite excited about this color. I mean, have I seen shades like this before? Yes, of course. But it's still pretty, and I'm still gonna go for it. I'm gonna use my little flat toothbrush type fake artiste brush. Yeah, because I want to sort of blend it inward. I'm going to go ahead and go up into there a little bit, into the mustard. There we go. And I'll do the same on the opposite side. I'm absolutely mystified. What happened to me yesterday? I really am. I just hope it doesn't wind up negatively impacting my abilities to get substitute work. Isn't that crazy now with all of YouTube's language policing? Sometimes you wind up having to say things a little differently, even though the context is completely different. For instance, saying or has become an issue. I've been in quite a few other people's live streams, and they're having issues with the S word. It's being giving their channels problems as far as run-ins with the YouTube the YouTube networking police or whatever the heck they're called. Okay, sorry, I'm going into Baby Doll, which is an absolutely beautiful shade. I swatched the whole palette in my previous video on this, so I'm not going to re-swatch the whole thing, but I would certainly suggest, if you want to, go ahead and go back to that video and check out my swatches. I'm actually kind of proud of it because as far as me recording my swatches, it was kind of a mess. But I think my editing may have saved it. I'm very curious to see if you agree with me that that's the case. I wound up having to upload it like an hour late because with the last phone update, a bunch of apps that I had set to be stored on my SD card, so I'd have the space for my videos to save. They wound up resetting back to being on my phone, so I had to delete them and then delete some and then move some others, and it was just a big mess. Okay, let me see where I'm at here. Really like this baby doll. Yeah, I wore Cornflake Girl yesterday and it was so pretty. I'll have to redo that look because I didn't have time to film. All right, let me take a look at me. Where's my cute mirror that my friend sent me? My friend Gina. It's such a doll and I still have to film our collab video because I'm terrible. Okay, all right. So here's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna go do the things and I'll be right back. The things are done. Here's the final look. I'm not sure that I would use Cherub Rock in my arch again, although it's a pretty shade. I'm not sure if I was able to entirely blend the stripy effect away. But do let me know what you think below. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe. Please subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.